Excuse my look. I'm a little disheveled, I guess. I've been running around all weekend. I'm James Lott Jr. This is JLJ this morning. It's not live, but I want to put something on. I had a little bit of time. This is a quickie. I had a little bit of time. I miss you guys. I want to go live so bad. Right now, I don't know if I can or can't. This is the weird thing. So you'll see a picture in the thumbnails, me and my brother and my mom at the hospital. Some of you may know, some may not know. Miss Benita's in the hospital, and it's very serious. And so we are handling that right now as we speak in real time. But we are, yeah, as a family, we are handling that. That's the best way I'm going to say that. It's just, but it's serious. But as we know, as long as someone is still alive and kicking, there's always a chance for survival. And a lot of you have already come together, just been wonderful towards me and my family, and sending the positive energy out there. But what I taught you, which is so strange though, is this whole thing of, okay, this is going on, but then none of us are rich in my family. So you have to work also. I was encouraged by my family, with my mother's blessing, actually, while she was in the hospital, to do my Zoom event I did on Saturday. And so I was like, well, should I? And it wasn't for me, it wasn't about anything on the outside. Like what people think if I go to, I do this event, my mother's in the hospital. I don't care about what people think. I know I'm taking care of my mom, and I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and all that. I know everything. I know I'm not doing anything that's crazy or whatever. So it was more like, because can I do it? Can I separate? Because my siblings have 9-to-5 jobs where they have to go to work. And I think it's probably worse for them. They have to do their jobs all day long under bosses, lights and everything. Where I'm an entrepreneur, so I have little things. I have an hour here, 2 hours there, 3 hours here. But I'm also taking care of her house and her animals. I'm over at this house, and most of my stuff for my work is at this house. The Wi-Fi is better. Everything is here, so I'm just doing it here. Luckily, we only live about 15 minutes away from each other, so it's not really bad much, but still the time, whatever. But I got to go to work. I have work, and some of you guys have gone through this, probably know this. Actually, work sometimes becomes either this albatross around your neck because you're so worried about the loved one, or becomes a respite of what you're going through. As for me, because there's little bites of work that I have to do, is like actually kind of helps me remind myself that I'm still in the real world. And we had this talk about that, how it was like, I want you to continue your life, because if something even happens to her, we still have to continue my life. It's still my business. I still have to keep the business still run. Just have to go. But she knows that I love her and I'm here for her, and I'm doing all the, and my phone is right next to me and all that kind of stuff. But we all have to go to work. We have property we own. We have things to do. We have bills to pay. And especially if she makes it through this and gets to come home, we want to continue everything, keep running the way it is, and she can come home. We'll take care of that too. But it's an interesting dynamic. Hanging out with people, all that kind of stuff. It's all very. It's. I don't think there's any kind of right way or wrong way to do it or to navigate it. It's awkward and strange, and sometimes. I'm also finding out, as usual, I found this out in have Bell's palsy, who your friends are. Not just that, because that's one thing, but also you learn what kind of friends you have. That's what's number one. You find out who really is a type person how they're going to be there for you. I've been saying this through the whole thing with my stepdad, because we're still dealing with my stepdad's death. We're still dealing with that too. But I kept telling people, I don't care how you show up, just show up. And everybody can find your own way. I mean, some people, it's sending funny memes to make my mom laugh. In some ways, it is coming and sitting with her and holding her hand and talking to her. For others, it's love of TV shows. It's bringing flowers. It's sending Venmo and saying, "Here, buy her lunch." Like I say, I don't care how you just show up. Just show like at least you care on some level. And then also and what's funny is I'm finding out people's habits, which ones are stepping up. You're like, wow, I didn't expect. You always these unexpected. I was like, where did you come? I didn't know you would step up like that. I've heard from a lot of people. So I made the announcement kind of yesterday. A lot of folks I haven't talked to in a while. It's been wonderful, kind of reconnecting with some people. That's been a great thing. And it's like beautiful weather here in Los Angeles, kind of crazy. Also, the same thing. Um, and uh, talking to family members I've talked to in a long time. That where there was nothing bad, just kind of get busy and you lose touch. Um, and stuff. So it's been very interesting. But there's some folks who disappointed me, and I'm not going to say anything or do anything. I'm just like, it's just I've been learning how to accept it and just go, okay, because the bigger picture is my mom. So whatever I feel about somebody, I just have to let that go. But I just know not to count on them, and that's what I'm finding. There's some people I just know I can't count on. And that's just how it is. But I have a lot of folks who I can count. It's that whole thing of not looking at what you don't have, but look what you do have. And I have so many people behind me and my family that it's like my mother had visitors all day long on Saturday. I mean, she was worn out. She was queen bee, and she was worn out. And so I'm busy working at her house. Anything's cleared out, get her yard cleared out so we can set up a nice little backyard for her. We're clearing things out inside the house. We've had very serious talks. We've had some fun stuff. So we are a lot of families working it out. We are trying. Of course, I'll keep you posted on what's going on. And I hope to go live this week sometime this week. I hope to. Everything's just kind of like in the air. So we'll just see. But I would love to. I hope I get to do that and talk to you directly. I do have two events. You know me, I'm always pushing my wares. I have two events. They'll be in the description. This week, the happy hour on Friday. Yes, I will be drinking. I mean, you will need to come to happy hour and cheer me up. You're gonna need to help me get our happy hours are fun anyway, but I'm telling you, I need you. You better sign up $10, not expensive. I'll give out prizes. Maybe that wheel I'll finally put together, who knows? But I will need you. And then on Sunday before the Oscars, well, way before, it's at noon, I'm doing the mental health Zoom. So, and those mental health, oh my God, all of our personal Zooms have been so transformative and a safe space and wonderful. And everyone is welcome. You can come and listen. You can actually share. People end up sharing a lot of times, which is one of I like hearing people's stories. We're all more alike than we are different. That's happening. So sign up for that too. That's $10 also. I lowered the rates on that one. So just $10. Sign up for those two. And then a soap Zoom, of course, on the 25th. In April, there's ones there in April. So you can sign up for any of them now. But I'm just saying for the two coming up this week, I will need you guys. I'm gonna need you. Especially I need for my mental health. These Zooms have been so wonderful. And thank you to the folks who came to our adult Zoom on Saturday. It was just right, and it was really, really, really good. And I gave everyone a prize, a gift. So no one had to compete or anything. Everybody got a prize for coming to this and actually making it a success. I think it's gonna be successful. And they've asked for another one. So I'm going to do another one, probably in May. I'm going to do another one. I never. I mean, you never know, right? You just never know how these things go. But it was wonderful. Of course, at my Patreon, thank you so much. We're at 31 people. That's my dream this whole time was 31 people. I want 40. I got 31. That was my original dream. So I'm going to do something for 31 people. I'm going to do something. And then for 40, I'm just something really big. So thank you so much for that. We're still trying to get to 40. I have different tiers. The $1, just join the $1 tier. That's what I mean. $5. You get a lot of content every day and stuff. So thank you for that. That's all I'll promote. I got those couple of things. My interviews with Perry Shen, with Jennifer Bassi are out. Yeah, we're working it out. So James is hanging in there. Everyone's asking me how I'm doing. I don't know how I'm doing, so I have no answer for you. I was kind of handling all the 1,000 things I have to handle and strive, but I did get good sleep. Not last night. The dog was acting up, but the night before, I got 8 hours of really strong sleep. It was great. Last night, not so much. The dog was like antsy, and then decides, now I'm tired. I'm like, okay, now I gotta get up. You know how animals are. I love you guys. I love you, Lotties. Love everybody, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you for all the support.